Hi, this is Steve Ridgell, and I'm going to tell you the one thing that really matters to me for 2021. It's, in effect, my New Year's resolution, and I'll tell you it has been for several years now. In fact, I've blogged about it several times and at Ridgell's Originals, steveridgell.blogspot.org, .com, and it's been one of my most popular blogs ever. And I think the reason it resonates with people because everybody wants to find one thing, just one thing that kind of encapsulates everything they want to do. Now, I'm going to be honest, I stole this. I did. I stole it from the Apostle Paul. He writes about it in Philippians 3, and here's what Paul says: one thing I do, and then he lists three. So Paul may be a great Christian thinker, but he's not much of a mathematician. But here's his one thing: forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead, I press on toward the goal of the prize. That's my three things that I want to do. I want to forget the past. I'm not going to live in the past, and you don't need to either. Your past is certainly not who you are, nor is it who you have to be. Your past does not define you. Jesus forgives you and restores you, and I know some of you are still dealing with consequences of things you've done in the past, but God's big enough to handle your consequences. Don't let your past define your future, because your past is forgiven. And even if you've had a really good and healthy past, don't live in it. God's got things for you to do now and in the future. Don't be shackled to what the past used to look like. And I strain toward what is ahead. I want to go out strong. Now, a lot of you seeing this are much younger than I am. But even at 69, I want to go hard to the finish line. I don't want to quit. I don't want to coast. I want to really work toward the goal, the finish line. I want to finish my race strong, and you do too. And then what he's striving toward is the prize. He keeps his eye on the goal. You know, the finish line for me is heaven and being with God forever. It's so easy to get distracted in this world. Even at church, as people argue about things and debate things and their political crisis and COVID crisis, in the middle of everything, it's so easy to get distracted. I want to tell you, keep your eye on the goal. So if you're a Christian, I recommend that be your one thing this year. Forget your past, strain toward what's ahead, and keep your eye on the goal. And if you're not a Christian, I really want to encourage you, maybe this is the year to understand you can rewrite your story. You don't have to live in your past. And that God opens up for you a real life today of purpose and meaning, something worthy of your effort. And I would tell you, I want to help you find that goal, something to live your life for, so your life really never has to end. So this is Steve Ridgell promising you, I'm going to forget the past. I'm going to strain for what's ahead of me, and I'm going to keep my eye on the goal, which is the prize of heaven.